headphones. I think my headphones are broke. I'm not too sure, but I think they're broke. But it ran its course, though. It ran its course. I was checking out Beasley's show yesterday, and I think he was talking about I forgot what he was talking about. I actually forgot what he was talking about. But I was checking out the show yesterday, and yeah, he was talking about something. I forgot what it was. I actually did forget what he was talking about. I really did. Yeah, he was going at some people. Yeah. But Donna Martinez, I was on. She and I was talking about the government. You know what I'm saying? And Trump. And I forgot what she said, but she had some interesting stuff that she was saying about Donald Trump. And the main focus is Donald Trump. Like, people, we gotta look at Donald Trump. Like, this man, he's not as foolish as you think he is. Donald Trump is not no fool you think he is. This man is very strategic. You know, he's not, all the way fool. He pretending to be fool, but he's not all the way fool. He knows his agenda and what he wants to do and what his plans are for people, for the 1%. See, a lot of people forget about the 1%. The 1% is everything. The 1% is basically a bunch of billionaires, millionaires and billionaires who help to control society and wherever country they're in, either U.S., South America, Guyana, Peru. It doesn't matter. The boys just went by there and they in an unmarked car. That's them right there. The 1% basically controls us right now. They control our finances. They control where our living is. They control our governments. I mean, the laws, But I remember there was a passage in the Bible, which is very. I'm gonna keep it real with you. It's so hard to do. It's very hard to do. I can understand paying God things to God, meaning that we should treat people right, live by God's laws. I understand that. Pray to Him, talk to Him every day. Live a moral life, follow the 10 Commandments. But paying Caesar things to Caesar, meaning that we have to pay our taxes, that's a very hard thing to do on some real stuff, because it's in God's law that we have to pay our taxes. And the things that's going on right now, like how the government take the tax money and that we pay, that come out of our check, to come out of our wherever we have, the government will take that money and use it for their own benefit, for their family, or use it for something that a luxury. You know what I'm saying? The government even used the money to ship prisoners back and forth on airplanes. You understand? Not knowing that some of these prisoners are height phobia. They're scared of planes, scared to fly. But they do it anyway. They're going against their will. Hey, they're locked up, right? You treat them like animals, right? Of course. But paying Caesar his due is extremely hard. I mean, don't get me wrong. Doing God's will is not easy, but it ain't hard. There's a difference. Doing God's will is it's kind of difficult, but if we pay Caesar things to Caesar, which we have to do, it's in the law, in the Bible. I mean, It's really, really hard, man. It's so hard because I remember a guy, his name was Alan, I forgot his name. He died. And he did an interview with Alex Jones. And he was a friend of a Rothschild. I think it was a Rothschild or Rockefeller. And his friend, they were friends. And he was telling Alan everything about secret society and how things work, how the government work, how the taxes that we pay, that come out of our checks that we personally pay, that money goes into some luxury stuff that you know, a senator or a governor or a mayor, he takes that tax money, or even the president, they go golf, they spend it on luxury things like going on cruises, or spend it on, you know, luxury cars. You know, I mean, it's crazy, man. Go up the chain, man. But 911. How has it changed? Like, what did it do to you? Did it affect you? Like, I mean, 17 years later, 17th anniversary is coming up. September 11th, 2018. 911. I could tell you that day. It's so crazy. That day, man, I mean, it was so surreal because, as a matter of fact, I had an appointment for my mom. I had to go to this appointment. And I was on my way to go. It was in Manhattan. Man. You know, I woke up. It was a regular day. Woke up. And this is when Ricky Lake was on at the time. My sister was watching Ricky Lake. And, you know, woke up. The night before, I was getting ready to go, you know, for September 11th for my mother. It was actually a date. And it's so crazy because my phone bill was due September 11th. Like the phone bill, you know, the landline, the phone bill in your house. I have a Verizon at the time, and I paid that. I went to pay that. I'll never forget this. Paid it on the 10th, September 11th, 2001. Got up, ate a little breakfast. You know, my nephew was a baby. I believe he was like 3 months old, 2 months old. I think he's 3 months old. Yeah, he was 3 months because he was born June 19, 2001. So, excuse me, I'm chewing on the gum. So anyway, just come out my mouth, excuse me. So anyway, I get up, see my nephew, see my sisters, you know, give him a hug, loved him, love my nephew, his little baby. But all of a sudden, Channel 9, they was watching Ricky Lake. Channel 9 said, shh, it shows snow. It just shows snow. So I said, oh shit. I was like, what was that? I thought the TV was like messing up. So anyway, I didn't think nothing of it. I went downstairs. I'll even show you the location. I'll even do a part 2 to this. Because I was living in a hall in Fulton. So, I live in a hall in Fulton. So, I went up, you know, I see some people in the corner of Howard and Fulton. So, I'm like, what are they looking at? Yo, I saw a black cloud, right? So I was like, what the hell is that? So I looked. So I said, all right, you know, what's that black cloud? It was a black cloud, right? So I was like, and everybody was out there looking. So then I said, you know what? I turned around, and I'm gonna show you the location. Matter of fact, I should go there right now. I should go there right now. I walked up Fulton. If you're from Brooklyn, if you know the area, you know Fulton Street, Hull, Saratoga that way. I know V-Burgers. V-Burgers, you familiar with that, right? You familiar over there by Hall Street and, you know, Saratoga over there. I walked up the hill, right? You can walk up the hill. All right, I turned on Saratoga. I walked up to no, actually I went inside. I went outside the house. And yo, all of a sudden I saw the freaking, I'm like, yo, what? Wait, was it in the house? Yeah, it was Channel 2. I was like, yo, what the hell? And like a plane just hit. I was like, yo, what the hell? What the hell? And the freaking, it was small. This is building 2 at the time. And 1. I'm like, oh shit. So then I went outside. I should have went on the roof of that apartment because you can see clearly, you can see the World Trade Center. So I walked outside, go up, I made a left on Fulton Street and walk up Saratoga because there's the hill going up towards Atlantic. So you walk up the hill, so I walk up the hill, right? Up the hill, you know, on Saratoga and Herkimer. So as I walk up the hill, yo, I'm looking. Yo, if they had the camera phones back then in 01, oh, I should have just took a picture. Man, the first thing that went to my head, yo, y'all, the first thing that went to my head, YouTubers and listeners that are listening to me right now, Independence Day. Remember Independence Day with Will Smith? I was like, this is an Independence Day movie. Like, I was like, this shit was so like, it was just like, oh shit. I'm like, my whole mind was like, am I really looking at this? Is this really happening? And I'm like, oh shit. So the first thing I did, I ran to the house, called, see if my mother's all right. They say my mom was all right. She was all right. She was at home already. They turned they turned the bus around. And she was on an accessorized bus. Turned it around. Everybody was calling me. My uncle, who passed away, my uncle Tommy, he passed away around 02, beginning of 02. He called me from prison, and then we was talking. I was like, "Yo, what's going on? What's going on?" And he's like, "Don't." He's like, "I gotta get out of here. I gotta get out of here." And I was feeling him because I was like, "Damn, he all in Rikers Island." And then they said something about attack. What? Attack? And you see the media, they sensationalize everything. In between all of that, I went out, you know, I got off the phone and went in the front room where my sisters was and my nephew was at. My nephew was a baby at the time. So I saw they showed something else. They showed the fucking Pentagon in Washington. I was like, oh shit. I was like, what's going on? And me and my sisters was like, what's going on? And we kind of thought it was like, we really thought it was like, yo, it's Armageddon. This gotta be Armageddon coming right now. And we was like, yo, what the hell? And then the media, they hyped it up. What they said, oh, there's a terrorist, and there's 8 more planes on you know, that's hijacked. 8 more planes? I was like, what? Then they was like, there's another plane that was about to attack the White House. Going to hit the White House. I'm telling you, man, I was just looking up in the sky, man, all the time. I went outside, I was like, oh shit, man. I was like, yo, a plane is gonna hit. And you know what's so funny? Let me tell you what's so funny. This is so crazy, y'all. In 1995, right? I never forget this. In 1995, yo, I was in high school, right? And there was this girl, I was in the 10th grade, she was in the 12th. And I used to, sometimes I used to I would I would cut class and I would go to the library. But sometimes I cut class and, you know, do other things. Anyway, so, I was in the library. You know what this girl was telling me? She was like, in the future, Lower Manhattan's gonna be attacked. They're gonna blow Manhattan up or attack it, and she was saying some shit. I was like, what the hell is she talking about? But at the same time, I was listening to her. You know what I'm saying? I was just giving her the benefit of the doubt. I was like, but you know, it was far fetched. She's like, yeah, Lower Manhattan is gonna be attacked, and then she's like, I'm gonna get out of New York City. She was telling me this. Yo, I swear to you, why this shit fucking happened 6 years after, 6 years later, in 2001. But that didn't strike in my head, because at the time, you know, when everybody saw 911, and when you guys saw 911, when you saw the towers hit, because it affected the whole world, y'all were just like, oh my God, it's surreal. So I thought about it actually years later. I thought about it like 2 years after. I was like, yo, wait a minute. I remember this chick telling me about how Lower Manhattan is going to be attacked. You know what I'm saying? And they're going to be, and how she told me, she just said Lower Manhattan was going to be attacked. Then they're going to work their way up to Manhattan, like the whole Manhattan going to be destroyed. And she said, I got to leave New York City. And this is in 1995. So when I was thinking about that shit, I was like, yo, ain't that some shit? Like, this chick told me about this, man. And man. Wow, man. Oh, what up, Tone Space? My bad. I had this shit off. My bad, bro. Yeah, when you saw the Pentagon, and you was in Maryland. Ain't that some crazy shit? You know what's so crazy? I knew this brother, his niece, she worked in the Pentagon. Can you believe that? She worked in the Pentagon and she ran out of there. And they said it was an explosion. It was an explosion. There was no plane that hit it. It was some explosion. That shit crazy, man. But I mean, I'm finished telling you everything of the story, but I was looking up in the sky and I saw one plane flying. I was like, that shit, was that a plane? But you know what it was? It was actually an Air Force One plane flying over. Yeah, it was an explosion. That's what they said. Because the plane hit it, you would have saw the wingtip and everything. But it was flying over, and I was like, okay. And they were saying how it was an F-16, one of those flying planes that military and, Air Force be flying. They was actually, covering the air. No airplanes in America was to leave the airport for that whole day. Yeah. It was crazy that day, man. You know what I'm saying? And then let me tell you something. You know what's so crazy? See, at the time I was kind of blinded by the news, but I never really liked the news. That whole day I was watching Fox News like a motherfucker, man. All the way up until like 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning. Real talk. I was like really like into it, man. Crazy, man. But 911, man, it affected a lot of things, man. Like now, I mean, you on some real shit back in the 90s, I was able to actually go inside the Empire State Building, walk and take the elevator, and just go and be inside the elevator. Well, real talk. I used to, like certain buildings, you could walk inside and look around. It was before the terrorists and all this crazy shit. Oh, you gotta see ID. It's crazy. Exactly, word. That's what they were saying though, Tone. That's so true. They were saying some shit about fucking some explosions and shit. I was like, yo, that shit, that shit is so crazy. Like, and when shit really does hit the fan, when terrorists really come, we ain't gonna know it. We're gonna be unexpected. You know what I'm saying? Especially with this thing going on with Korea. Like, let me tell you something. Korea, I'm watching Korea, man. I'm watching Korea. I'm watching Korea, and I'm watching Russia. I'm watching Putin, and I'm watching Yao Kim or whatever his name is. I'm watching both of them. My eyes is fixed on those two because let me tell you something. Donald Trump, I think he knows. He knows that Korea. You see, you go on it and go check it out on the internet. You see, there's like 5 or 6 battleships in the Indian Ocean. They ready to pop off. Like they're not. I mean, like, this is not even a joke. They're ready. Yao Kim, I don't give a fuck how I pronounce his name. I don't give a shit. But Yao Kim, that motherfucker, he's sneaky, man. He's gonna do something, yo. I'm telling you, man. He's gonna do something. All right? What he gonna do? He's gonna instigate something. Remember, in the Bible, it says how, the king of the north, in the Daniel prophecy book, we don't know who the king of the north is, but it's gonna be a disturbance. And it's gonna rumble the king of the north. But we don't know where, but he's gonna come from somewhere. I'm thinking the king of the north, king of the north, disturbing reports. And we can't say it's gonna be North Korea. We don't know who it's gonna be, but we're gonna find out when, Armageddon comes. Because remember, we have, let me tell you something. Let me explain something to y'all. Don't get it twisted. Vladimir Putin does not like America. I don't give a shit if he's cool with Donald Trump. And Donald Trump knows that. They may seem like they're cool, but they're not. Okay? Only reason why Vladimir Putin likes Donald Trump because he's white and he's rich. Vladimir Putin is a racist piece of shit. He is. I mean, he's really, to me, he is the bottom of my shoe. And I don't give a damn if he was in KGB and he has all this money. I don't care. Because the way he treats people, the way he is. But let me tell you something. Vladimir Putin has something up his sleeve. And Donald Trump knows. Donald Trump, he's treating this country like a business. So he knows Putin does not like this country. You know who else don't like this country? Netanyahu don't like this country. You got to watch him. Not because he's a Jew, neither. Well, that's part of it. But you got to watch Netanyahu too. He did the Israel guy, the dictator. I call these guys dictators. The dictator of Israel. You have to watch him too. Yam King, you definitely got to watch him. Yam King, the North Korean dictator. He wants to do something. Now, he's the one, I think all the world leaders got to keep their eye on him. He's going to do something. He is going to do something. He wants you, you know what I think he is the type? He's the type of dictator or person where, for example, I'm going to give this analogy. Say, for example, L-Dot well, that just happened already. Say, for example, L-Dot and Brian Vlogs. No, I thought Monty. Yeah, Monty in it again. L-Dot, say, for example, Monty, said something about L-Dot, which he's done it already. And L-Dot's like, I'm ready. I want you to say something. Come on. And then Monty kind of edges around it. He don't directly talk to L-Dot, but he edges around it. That Korean dictator, he wants Trump to say something or do something. He's edging. He provoked. He's like kind of like subliminally saying, "Oh, I dare you say something. I dare you do something." Like he wants a war. That Korean president wants war. He want to test his missiles. Let me tell you something. He wants to test his missiles out. And just like I give that analogy of L-Dot and Monty, L-Dot wants to make sure he want to test and see how he could just roast and flame Monty. Which, I mean, they went against each other before, so that. But I'm just giving that analogy. He wants to flame broil him. And that's what that Young King want to do. Young King is actually trolling. He's trolling now. Listen, man, watch this. Listen, that Korean dictator from North Korea, he's trolling. He's trolling. Yes, he's trolling. He's like, come on, do something. I want you to do something, please. Trump, come on. And then Donald Trump is trolling too. But let me tell you something. Donald Trump, he knows who to fuck with and who not to fuck with. That's just like a bully. A bully knows who to fuck with and who not to fuck with. Now, let me tell y'all something. You think 911 was something? Before this world ends, there's going to be a slight war. And when this war comes, it's going to affect us here in America because it's going to come here. Don't get it twisted. 911 has changed. What 911 did for all of us, what it did is made a opening for the floodgates of chaos to come. You understand? There's so much things that's going to happen, like around. See what I'm looking at. I'm looking at like not the mainstream media. I don't watch them. I watch Toma News. I watch I think RTN News. I watch the little small medias. They tell a whole lot because they're trying to come up. BBC I don't watch. Like I said, I don't watch the major news because they like to fabricate and lie. Okay, but if you notice, the media is not doing that lying too much anymore. You notice that even the mainstream media, they're trying to stick to telling the truth. They are. I'm telling you, exactly. Oh man, word. Tone Space, you hit it. That's true, bro. That's true. No, for real. 911 is like a roasting Google hangout. No, it's very true. Very little flame. There's gonna be a lot of stuff that's gonna happen, I'm predicting me personally. I'm predicting 2020 for things to really pop off. You gotta think about it. Every time there's a turn of a century or a turn of a decade, things happen. Always look at things like that. You know. You see stuff like this. It shouldn't just be Tone Space in here. There should be others in here too, man. Now, if I put the name of the title, if I put somebody's name on here, and I'm roasting them, or I'm getting at them, like you see how many people come on here. I mean, we gotta let's talk about some things that's gonna be real, like what's gonna happen to us. Like, are we thinking about what's gonna happen to us? Do we have to always think about, you know what I'm saying? Oh, well, I'm thinking about my money, I'm thinking about my bills, and that's that, and my family good, that's it. No. We gotta think about what's going on in the future, what's gonna happen to us in the future. We gotta look at what's going on in the world. Like all the roasting and all that is all good and all, but we gotta pay attention. I mean, even with local, like our neighborhood, yeah, we could pay attention to that, but we gotta look what's going on around the world too, man. We gotta pay attention and see what's going on. And like I said, mainstream media is starting to tell the truth because you know why? They have no choice because the internet is flooded with the truth. People telling truths out here, man. It gotta be, you can't hide anything no more. People Google it, people search it. You understand? Even sometimes Google can lie, but it has a way of coming back to being the truth. Because let me tell you something. In life, you can only sweep something under the rug, but so much. You sweep under the rug, see under the rug, you know how you're going to eventually show dirt. And then when you reveal it, it's going to come out like, oh, shit. Oh, boy. You see, let me tell you something. See this DHL truck? Since 1972. Wow, Singapore. You see, let me tell you something. Let me tell y'all something. I'm about to show y'all something right now. Let me show y'all something. Our local mailman. What's up, brother? All right.
Marvelous, marvelous, and marvelous.
You see that liquor store right there? Now, it's black owned. It's black owned. It's a mom and pop's liquor store. It's black owned, all right? But if you think about it, right? What I was talking about the other day, I was like, it's okay to drink. It's all right to have a little drink, indulge in a little, you know, a little BS every now and then. But when you see stuff like this right here, when you see this right here, and people want to drown themselves, drown their problems, just go away, you know, and forget about what's going on around them and around the world. You see this thing right here is it's a dangerous thing. When you live doing this, when you live to do this, it is not a great thing. And that's when destruction gonna come upon us. That's when things gonna come upon us, the snap of a finger. Because we keep on getting high and getting drunk, and we trying to get away from reality. And we doing other things, leisure every single day. That's when it's gonna come. That's when all of a sudden, boom. Oh my goodness, what's going on outside? No, there's a war going on outside. Literally, a war going on outside. And it's not with this, you know, there ain't no Bloods and Crip war, no. There's freaking Russian soldiers rousting us up. Russian soldiers. This is what's gonna happen. When martial law comes, they're not gonna be American soldiers. A lot of people gotta think about that. They're not gonna be American or law enforcement. No, 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 no. This is what I was talking about. The deal with Putin and see Trump and Putin, they're not friends now. Don't get it twisted. They're not friends, like I said, but they're working out a business deal. When they come here, you know how Russians are? Do you know how cold Russians are? Russians are very cold. When I say, let me tell you something. There are some white people, them white people, like the rednecks in America and the white supremacists in America, they're saints compared to the white supremacists in Russia. Are you serious? The white supremacists in Russia, when they come here and they roust us up and we not following rules, if we not following their laws, literally. And we can't. And another thing too, people forget about this. If you ain't forget about it, let me just tell you, they're gonna ban religion. They're gonna ban, when they ban religion, if they see you worshiping anything, they're gonna kill you or put you in prison and beat you. And these are gonna be Russian soldiers. They're not gonna be American soldiers. You know why they're not gonna be American soldiers? Because the American soldiers are gonna feel more empathy. They're gonna feel more sorry, and they're gonna be very hesitant to beat you or kill you. But Russian, that's why Donald Trump and Putin are so close. And everything that I'm saying to you guys, everything I'm saying right now, this is gonna come to fruition. Watch Russia. Watch Russia. Watch North Korea. Watch Israel. Watch Netanyahu. Watch Yum Kim King. Watch Putin. Watch them. Watch those three dictators. Watch them good, because 911, a lot of change in 911, you know? And see, they made that to be possible to change the laws for immigrants, for religion. You see, this was a religious war. The jihad, it's a religious war. Now, right now, this is like a religious war. The only religious person, the dictator out of the is Netanyahu. He's a religious. He's within that religion stuff. Putin is not religious. Yum Kim King is not religious. These are political guys. Yes, sir. I'm telling you, it's true. Man, let me tell you something. Tone, the culture And like I said, I don't like the behavior of white folks. I don't like their behavior. I hate their behavior. I despise their behavior. That goes for all white folks. All white folks. Jewish, Canadian, Russian, all white folks. Foreign, domestic, young, old, man, woman. I hate their behavior. I hate their behavior. If you check out all the movies, you see all the movies, you see what the movies, you can remember the movie called Gossip? Remember the movie called Skulls? Check those movies out. The movie The Purge. Check those movies out. What's up, bro? How you doing? Check those movies out. Watch them again. Watch them with insight. Watch them. Because if you think about it, within the black race, you know, within our race, tone space, within our race, we're emotional people. We're very emotional. We act on our emotions. All of us do. We act on our emotion. Anger be right there. It sits there. It may get to a point where we kill each other. Yes, it does happen. But we act on emotions. Black African melanated people act on their emotions. This is the true fact. We do act on our emotions. And I'm going to go with a young, old, man or woman, foreign or domestic. We as black people, African melanated people, we are emotional people. We're very compassionate people. We're very compassionate. Even if we do go about doing certain things that certain white people do, we still have our emotions intact. Our soul is intact. You understand? You know what I mean? We are devious, but we're devious with each other. But nevertheless, we have soul. You see, you listen to the guy right there, and then when we get alcohol and drugs in us, you hear we even worse. You see, listen. Arguing and fussing and fighting. Because you got alcohol and drugs, and that makes it worse. Now, but like I was saying, not to say that, you know, black people are better than any other race. No, I'm not saying that. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying that we are more compassionate. We're more compelled to help other races than to help ourselves. But that's the thing. We have heart and soul. But when it comes to the Caucasian race, Spanish, white, it doesn't mean anything that's white. I've noticed that they have this inner DNA in them to just be so evil and hateful and love blood. Love blood. You see all these vampire movies, blood, warring, taking over. You understand? Taking over people's space, countries, cities. Just death. Complete death. I mean, I notice in there, you know? And always some bigotry in it. Always they have bigotry. They just can't wait to call you an N-word. And like I said, we do that. We call each other the N-word. But it's in terms of endearment. But we took that out of context. We OD'd with it. We should have kept it within our race. We should have kept it, you know, mild, you know? But this is actually the doing of the white man. All is this with 911. Do you know there was some Israelis? There was some Israelis that was praising 911. And I'm talking about not no Muslim. No. There was a bunch of Israelis standing on top of a building somewhere, and they was just cheering that 911 happened. They cheered. Can you believe this? It's crazy, man. It's crazy. I mean, 911 is just in 911. 2001, made everything, the economy worse. You know, it made things so much worse. You know, it literally did. Yeah, it really did. Well, I've been here 40 minutes, y'all. I can't believe I'm here 40 minutes. Wow, 40 minutes. 22, 23. Yo, y'all. Thanks for listening. Like, share, subscribe. Give me a comment, you know. Thumbs me up or down, as long as you show me support. And I'll show support back, all right? Peace to everybody. One. Peace.